Life doesn't always go to plan. Sometimes the girl you ask out rejects you. The job doesn't hire you. The college doesn't accept you. But other times it goes so much better than you could have ever imagined. You get that girlfriend, you get that boyfriend, you get the job you want, you get into college, you start a business, boom, you're a millionaire. Sometimes life will not go to plan. But what I want to talk about today is what do you do when the plan you had in your head doesn't happen how you imagined it? Get your notebooks, tune in, and take notes. This is going to be a good one. I hope you guys enjoyed that intro. This is the first video I put that on. I actually just made it. I don't have Tony Robbins level money just yet, but I'm trying. And that leads us to the first point. You have to try to adapt when things don't go to plan. Because in your mind, you want this girl to like you or this guy to like you. You want this job, this career, to go to this specific college. Or it could just be you want to get an A plus on your test. You go take your test. You're studying the night before. You get a tutor. You're doing everything right. Test day comes. You forget the answers. Then boom, the grades come. You failed. You got a B. You got a C plus. You got a D. But you didn't get the A plus. Things didn't go to plan. And you want to look at this situation and ask yourself, what can I do next time? How can I prevent this from happening? Was there an issue? Did I stay up too late? That might have been it. I was up playing video games, and because of that, I fell asleep super late at night. So when test day came, I studied. I knew everything, but I was so tired that I couldn't do it. Or maybe that girl or that guy you asked out, they don't like you, but that's nothing wrong with you. It's just that they didn't want to go on a date with you. They didn't want to go to prom with you. But that doesn't mean that somebody else won't. That doesn't mean that they're just not your person. That doesn't mean that nobody likes you. It just means that that person doesn't. And you have to take a moment, take a deep breath, and calm down. Because I understand it's really frustrating. It's really frustrating when we have everything lined out and it just doesn't work. It's really frustrating. But if you keep trying to force it to work, if you keep trying to force the plan rather than saying, is there a better way? Because, like I said at the start of the video, sometimes your plan won't go according to plan because there's something bigger and better on the other side. There's something bigger and better within the obstacle. Yes, that girl might not have liked you, but the next one, she might love you. That job didn't hire you. But the next one, they might hire you and pay you 3 times more than the first job offer. That college, the community college, they rejected you. But Harvard accepted you. And it's really easy for us to allow the issues, the problem, the rejection, the failed jobs, the business that didn't go to plan, the product that people didn't buy to distract us to the product that people will buy, from the better opportunities, from the better relationship, from the better house, from all the great things. And I know that in life is going to be times when things don't go to plan. Because trust me, I've been having time when I think that I have it all figured out. And life humbles me. Life reminds me that I don't have it all figured out. I can't control what happens. I can't. But I can do the best to my ability. And I can also notice when a problem happens, what happened? Why did it happen? Is there anything I could do about it? Sometimes, though, you're not going to know why it happened. You might get flaked on for a date. You might have a date plan, they don't show up. I don't know why. But what I do know is I'm going to keep living my life to the best of my ability. What I do know is this one problem does not stop me from having better opportunities in life. This job might have fired you out of nowhere. Job fired you. And I don't know why. They said you was doing something, somebody lied on you, but that doesn't mean that you can't get another one. That doesn't mean that this issue, this rejection, this failed test, that this problem isn't setting you up for a bigger and better opportunity down the line. Because maybe had that job accepted you, you wouldn't have gone on to find a better job. Maybe if that person said yes to the date, or yes to go to prom, or yes, I want to go out with you, that would have stopped you from finding the person who was really good for you. Because we allow ourselves to go for what is good rather than what is great. Because we think, oh, can't get that. That's too big for me. That's too great. Can get good though. I can get an A, but I can't get that A plus. I can get 15 an hour, but I can't get 17 an hour. To start, I could wash cars, I could do this, I could detail the car, but I can't start my own business. And I'm not saying everybody needs to. I'm just saying that you have to push yourself. You have to think bigger. You have to think as big as possible and a little bit beyond that. However big you think your life can be, however huge of opportunities you see for yourself, think about that. Then think a little bit further, like a little bit further. Because one of the things I love doing, I like touring apartments. I find it really fun. I'll tour apartments around the area where my office is because I'm going to move down here at some point. And what I often notice is like I'll go to these buildings, I'll see the building and whatnot. And as I'm going through a lot of them, sometimes I'm thinking like this place just feels small. It doesn't feel big enough. It feels limited. It feels boxed in. It feels like these walls are trapping me. But this other unit feels like these walls are expanding me. It feels like these are new doors, these opportunities, it's just bigger. And the way that we live our life is we often hold ourselves back. That's the problem. It's not that other people or other things are holding us back. The problem usually is we're holding ourselves back. We think that we can't, and because we think we can't, we don't go for it. We think that just because the plan A didn't go according to plan, that oh, can't have a plan B. I can't bounce back from this. That's what plan B stands for. Plan bounce back. I had plan A. Plan A didn't go right. I got plan bounce back. And when I bounce back, I'm gonna bounce back bigger, better, and greater than ever. Bigger, better, and greater than I ever thought I could. And you have to think about the fact that what you could be if you just went for it, if you didn't allow one inconvenience. Yeah, I'm late for the bus. But that doesn't mean that I'm late for my goal. That doesn't mean that I'm late to this opportunity. That does not mean that I cannot find a way. And whether your life is going, and I'm really harping in on how to, the problem first, and then we're going to get into the good stuff because I don't want to just be a Debbie Downer, obviously. But when things don't go right, that doesn't mean that it went wrong. Let me repeat that for you. When things didn't go right, it doesn't mean that they went wrong. It's possible that they're actually going better than you thought they could. That job did not hire you, but what actually happened is because they didn't hire you, you ended up having this way better job, or starting your own business and becoming a millionaire, or having these opportunities open up for you, or you might have had the time and freedom to travel the world and understand yourself more and open up a business and do all these great things. Because plan A didn't work, but plan B was even better. And now, when life goes better than you thought it could, like you thought, man, I can only make 50,000 a year, can only make 70,000 a year. But what ended up happening is somehow you're making 80,000, you making 100,000. When life gets so good, I know a lot of times, at least for me, we feel the need to give this to other people. We feel the need to bless other people. We feel the need to help out people. And that's a great thing. But you don't want to allow yourself to be used. You don't want to allow people to step on your boundaries. You don't want to allow people to disrespect you. You don't want to allow people because let me tell you, when you start getting successful, all of a sudden, your cousin, your niece, your nephew, all these people who you haven't spoke to in 5 years. Oh man, you remember back in 2016 when helped you with this? You remember this? Nah, mm, not everybody needs access to you. Not everybody needs to be able to call you on the phone and you pick up. Not everybody needs to be able to come to you for something and get it. Because it's nothing wrong with respecting yourself. It's nothing wrong with understanding that you put in the work to get this. That you was up late at night working on that business, up late at night studying for that test, up late at night going to the gym, up late at night doing what it took to have the opportunities that you have now. Because life will test you before you get blessed. Life will test you before it bless you. In that test, it when stuff doesn't go to plan, when the job fires you, when the college rejects you, when everything not going as you thought it would, that's the test. But when you go through the test and you say, you know what, I don't know how to get through this. I don't know what to do. My rent due. I don't got the money. I'm having this problem. My girlfriend broke up with me. My job fired me. The college didn't accept me. I don't know what to do. But all I'm gonna do is figure something out. I'm gonna take a deep breath and I'm gonna say, all right, here's my situation. What can I do about this? Can I call somebody? Rent landlord, he might kick me out. Do I got somebody I can go live with? Yeah, let me go live with my mom. I don't want to have to go all the way back home, but I gotta do what I gotta do. And now that you back at your mom place, you able to save up some money, right? And now you're saving up that money, and then boom, you got a better opportunity come along. You get that bigger apartment, you get that better apartment. But that would have never happened if you weren't taken out of your situation that you're already in. Because plan A will be thinking like I could only be up here. Cause plan A is so good. It's so good, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. But the problem is, if you get attached to this one plan, this one way, it cuts off all the other opportunities. It cuts off everything else that could have blessed you because you say, nope, it had to just be this one way. This one way. This one way is so good. But in being attached to what is so good, you stop yourself from getting what is great. Because you're not just meant to have one slice of the pie. No. You want everything that's meant for you. Don't take from other people. Don't be greedy. Don't be stealing. Don't be doing any of that. But don't just hold yourself back and say, no, I just need this one slice. This is my slice. This is my slice. No, get your whole cake. Get the whole thing. And when you are so worried about everything going to plan, you're going to be so frustrated because you can't control everything. You can't. You can't control what other people do. You can't. But what you can do is say, all right, here's my plan. Let me do what I have to do. Let me do A, B, C, D. Oh my God, I got to step E. The whole plan just fell apart. Nothing's working anymore. Okay, what can I do about this? All right. Maybe I gotta use numbers. All right, one, two, three, four. And then you get to four, you get that new opportunity, that open door, and your whole life is so much better than it would have been if you would have got to all this other part. Because at the end of E is F. And that F would have been failure. It would have been catastrophe. It would not have been how you want it to be. And what I'm really trying to get at to y'all is the fact that when life doesn't go as you had planned, it might actually be the setup for a better opportunity. It might be the setup for that bigger blessing because plan A would have kept you like this. But oh, it didn't go to plan. It turned out even better than you could have imagined. That might be the situation. You might just need to take a deep breath and say, you know what? I'm going to get through this. I don't know how, I don't know when, but I know I'm going to get through this. And on the other side of that pain, on the other side of that frustration, that heartbreak, you failed that test. On the other side of all these issues that we deal with is greatness. It's the version of you that is able to get through it. It's the version of you that is able to overcome. It's the version of you that is able to bounce back from that issue. To be able to bounce back from, man, my girlfriend just broke up with me. She cheated on me. To be able to bounce back from the job fired me, man. I don't have no more money. To bounce back from the landlord evicted me. To bounce back from the college didn't accept me. To bounce back from all these issues. Friends talking behind your back. Gaslighting. All these people who hurting you and upsetting you. On the other side of all these problems is the version of you that is able to get through it. And on that note, you guys have a wonderful, blessed, and lovely day. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment, share, and follow me on social media. As well as if you would like to purchase my books, you can find those in the description below. And if you're a school principal, podcast host, or run a youth focused organization, you can contact me at lawrence@lawrenceharris.com. Have a great one.